Joe Cordero here. Before you continue watching, make sure that you're pressing Premiere right here. Make sure you press that button so that you are watching at the same time as everyone else, okay? Make sure you press Premiere. It should be right here, that red light. What's good, y'all? It's Joe Cordero here again. Oh, hold up. Boom. This week, we got an amazing Black History Month Chapel. Week 3 up in the mix. Just quick announcement before we get into it. Next week on Wednesday, 7 p.m., we have another junior high game night. Pull up. We're going to have a great time. We're going to be playing Backyard.co. We have a bunch of different games over on Zoom. Head over to our Instagram. At Campus Ministries JH for the link. It's going to be in the bio. We hope to see you there 7 p.m. next week on Wednesday. Let's get in the mix, y'all.
Hi, I'm Zealand. Welcome to Chapel. Don't forget to stay engaged in the chat.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God. worship you. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, you're mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 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 Even when I can see it, you're working. Even when I can feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I can see it, you're working. Even when I can feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I can't see it, you're working. Even when I can't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 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 That is who you are.
Hey, black child, do you know who you are, who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey, black child, do you know where you're going, where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey, black child, do you know that you're strong? I mean, really strong? Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn. Do what you can do. And tomorrow, your nation will be what you want it to be.
Hey guys, it's Anaya, and today I'm going to be sharing my family history with you guys. So it all started with my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Jerry Hopkins Jones, and my great-great-great-great-grandmother, Millie Hopkins Jones. So they decided that they were going to be right after slavery, they were going to save up money and they were going to buy some land. And once they did buy some land, they created a town called Hopkinsville. And so it had a church, a cemetery, and a school. And so they started their own town there in Texas, and it was running good and everything. And I believe that the school was still there until like 1919, somewhere in the 1900s. And I believe the town is still there. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I believe it's still there in Texas, and I still have family out there. So yeah, that's part of my family's Hopkinsville town. Bye.
You see me listening, I must. You see me learning, I must. But the eagerness is bursting inside of me. I am not going to waste my shot. My eyes may wander. That's just the creativity sparkling inside my brain. It moves me to see and feel and hear possibilities. It drives me to analyze and synthesize, verify and verbalize that this is the way to go. Don't ask me how I know, I just do. It's the sense that just senses suspense and turns the other way. It's the eye that sees for all, how to avoid the fall that otherwise would come. It's the command that leads the band down the plan that aims for victory. Don't ask me how I know, this is the way to go, I just do. From childhood years, I would always hear that I was born for greatness. But now I know it's not for show, but for me to go to my destiny. I was born for this. I accept it. I am a leader.
My name is Niles Heron, and I am the co-founder of a company called PopDog and Loaded. Loaded is a management firm for video game content creators on Twitch and YouTube.
Wow. There's a lot of kids at our school who like video games, and I'm sure some of them, when they heard that, were like, whoa, that's awesome.
We've worked with some of the biggest names in gaming, so we manage Shroud. We used to work with Ninja and Tim the Tatman. We still work with Courage and Dr. Lupo and Jordan Fisher and 35 other great creators in this space. But it takes a lot. These are people that are content creating 10 hours a day sometimes. And so they don't have a lot of time to manage their sponsors or to make sure that their money that they're getting paid is all going to the right places. And we try to help people pursue their dreams. And it's a really awesome job in that. So 4 years ago, we created this business, right? And I'm one of the co-founders. I was there on day one. This has been my baby for 4 years. And I get this really awesome opportunity now to get back towards creation, and I get to go make a new department, and that department is original content. And so all of the stories that I want to see told, I get to help them happen now. As a young person of color who was in gaming 20 years ago, I didn't see a lot of people that looks like me, but that's not because we're not anywhere. We just don't have our voices don't get recognized and shared in the same way that people that don't look like us often see. And so now, as in this new department, I get to tell stories of people that are like me and build whole worlds. We have a show that we're doing with Netflix, and we're pitching 3 other shows to Netflix and Hulu and Amazon that are diverse and inclusive and have women and have men and have people across all different spectrums of lifestyle and race. And we get to show gamers as being everything that we are and not just, white men, which is what often gets kind of thought about when we think about gamers. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that there's a lot more out there than just that.
Yeah.
And all of us have different stories. I think, diversity is not accepting the things that make us different. It's celebrating the things that make us different.
Yep.
And so it's the wrong kind of diversity if all it is you're allowed to come here. It's the right kind of diversity when it's, I love that you came here. Tell me about your life. And that's the kind of diversity that I want to see in gaming.
And right now, as a maker, you're making the space so that a bunch of people can be their whole complete selves. And
that's the goal. I don't think I've met some people that I haven't liked in my life, but I've never met somebody who felt like a mistake. But however you show up to me is not a mistake. And so for me to not then value how you show up is to thumb my nose at God, because that's not my business. I don't need to understand it. I don't need to anything. All I need to do is celebrate who you are as you showed up and validate and value you. My job is just to make the doors open wide enough for me to learn from you. And the only way we learn is if we're all there together. So inclusion, diversity, Black History Month, etc.
Wrapped it all up. Thanks. Thanks so much, Mr. Heron. Thanks.
You are very welcome. Thank you.
And yeah, and thank you so much.
What's going on, everybody? This morning, we have another teacher going to be sharing with you our worship thought for today. And it is someone who really cares about you. Can we show some love in the chat for Mr. Dudley?
Hi, Loma Linda Academy Junior High. It's Mr. Dudley here. This Friday for Chapel, I wanted to talk about somebody who is one of our country's leaders and somebody who I admire and respect, and that person is Barack Obama. Barack Obama was the 44th president of the United States, and he was born in 1961 in Hawaii to a Kenyan father and a Caucasian American mother. He had to move around in his younger days. He moved from Hawaii to Indonesia and then back to Hawaii to live with his grandparents. He first attended college at Occidental College in Los Angeles. After that, he transferred to Columbia University in New York City. After graduating from Columbia, he went on to Harvard Law School and became a civil rights lawyer in Chicago. In 1992, he married Michelle Obama, who he has 2 daughters with, Sasha and Malia. He began his political career by winning an Illinois State Senate seat in 1996. Following that, he won a United States Senate seat in 2004. He was elected to his first term as President of the United States in 2008 and his second term in 2012. He was the first African American to be elected as the chief executive of our country. During his time as President of the United States, he signed a federal spending bill that gave life to an economy devastated by recession. He inherited ongoing wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and signed into action the Affordable Care Act, which allowed easier access to health care for millions of Americans before leaving office in 2016. The president had many detractors throughout his presidency, and racial tensions were inflamed multiple times during his terms. The Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown shootings led to long periods of civil unrest. He had to navigate the deadly school shooting at Sandy Hook, Connecticut, along with multiple atrocities perpetrated by the newly formed Islamic State, or ISIS. Obama being elected president was not only a victory for African Americans, his ascendancy to our country's highest office gave hope to people from all minority populations. It was seen at the time as a major victory for an ongoing civil rights movement that had encountered many ups and downs since Martin Luther King's assassination in 1968. Through it all, he remained a symbol of positivity for people of color and minorities that look for equality in a system that has continuously shown one form of prejudice or another to them. For me, I was told all of my life that I could be whatever I wanted, but I always took that saying with a grain of salt. It's difficult to be raised in a society where only certain avenues of success seem possible because of the color of your skin. He was a positive role model that I could hold up for my own children to focus on, and minority families and mixed families, and say, look, here, we can be all things. My own children, being of mixed race, like the 44th president, have a role model that looks like them. America has always been obsessed with the color of skin of its citizens, and this lowers barriers to success by giving those people hope. No matter what your political views are, If you have a problem with any position in government being available to those of diverse backgrounds, then you have not been paying attention to what the USA's true ideals are.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's chapel, and thank you to all the contributors.